Hello, Sandila here. Kyle is on top of the hill and Karin's on top of the hill. Today, we will be talking about a very interesting subject or topic, eggshells. Eggshells. What and how and where or when to apply eggshells in your garden. They have a couple of uses that are very important. One of them that is that I can say is outstanding for me is the ability to prevent the slugs and the snails in your garden or from attacking your plants, especially if you put them if you don't break them too fine, but just break them into pieces, fair amount of pieces, and then put them across your garden, then the slugs and the snails, they don't like eggshells. I don't know what they do to them. Probably they hate them, I don't know, but they don't like them, so they won't be going through your garden or attacking your plants if you have eggshells in your raised bed or your patch or your garden. Of course, depends how big is your garden, how big is your raised bed, how big is the patch you wanna cover, and then also you will need as much amount or a lot of eggshells. You might not be able to consume so much eggs on your own to account for that number of eggshells that you need, but you can actually go to restaurants, where especially they serve like breakfast, stuff like that, English breakfast. They use a lot of eggs there. So ask them if you can have the eggshells, that a waste or byproduct of them making their breakfast. Like how, you can also source coffee grounds by going to coffee shops and ask them if you can have, So, yeah. But let me show you what we're working with before I go further into the video. So this is all the eggshells that me and my family have managed to save up, and this is a whole lot of them in here that have, those coffee grounds underneath there. I normally use this for coffee grounds when I make coffee there, or it in here. Anyway, it's all about the eggshells, so I thought I would use this to dump the eggshells powder from here in there, But so if you want to prevent slugs or snails, you just need to sort of like crush them like this, like how they are in here, and then apply them almost like this in your around your plants or in your raised bed or in your garden, so that they can protect them from the slugs and the snails. Slugs and snails don't like to walk on these guys. Apparently they hate them, so you just do this and then you sprinkle them around your garden. I've tried it, it has worked for me, and I would encourage you to do it or test it out and see if it won't work for you. The main thing, or the other thing that you can benefit from these guys, is the calcium. They release the calcium. But what I've come to learn and understand is that if you put them like this in your garden or your raised bed, you might wait quite a very long time before this can release the calcium. I saw it with my own eyes. I used to throw them exactly like this. I'll just like throw them in the compost pile, either cold compost pile or heated compost pile or whatever compost pile. These guys do not break. I often do my compost piles open. I don't close them up. I don't cover them so they cold like that. And they take like over a year sometimes before I can dig it out and use it. And often when I dig it out, I find that eggshells have not deteriorated a bit. They haven't changed a bit. They still look exactly as they were thrown in there. And I learned somewhere that, of course, it takes years for them to start breaking down and releasing the calcium in them. So the best way to make sure that you fast track the release of the calcium, they say you need to do exactly what I'm busy doing here. Grind them like this into like powdery sort of like, and then mix them up in your compost or sprinkle them around your garden and all that, and they will quickly start releasing the calcium. I also read somewhere that putting them on the oven, sort of like baking them or heating them up, it also helps with them releasing the calcium a bit more faster than normal. Those methods, even this method, I cannot vouch for it. I cannot say it accurately because I have not done it or done a test scientifically to prove it. But I trust the people I learned this from their channels and from where I've heard it, because their information often the time, it is not even half the time. Mostly, the information I've gathered from there is quite very spot on and useful. So this is what I'm doing. I'm busy grinding up these eggshells and getting them ready for use. I mean, I think this would be about, let me see, 60, 120, 180, maybe about 240 eggs in here. I know it probably doesn't look like, but yeah, it is about 240 eggs in here, because see, we stack them like this after using them like that. We do eat eggs in this house easily. My family goes through a 60 tray of eggs within like 2 weeks, something like that. That's how much eggs are being eaten in this house. So that's why I have this much material to work with. Anyway, guys, I thought I would share this with you and let you make your own minds about it, make your own decisions. But yes, this is what I have learned, you know, that to get the calcium out of these guys quicker, you have to grind them, and yeah, before you apply them on the soil, you know. As for the one that I was talking about of them preventing the snails and the slugs, well, that I can vouch for it. I've done it before. I've seen it with my own eyes, and it does work. You know, the one that I cannot vouch for is the one that I'm doing now, but man, time will tell. You know. Okay, guys, that's about it. Okay, guys, that's about it. That's all I had for you today, to share with you today. I hope that you found this information valuable, especially those of you who are like me, who have snails and slugs in your garden. You know, get eggshells, crush them slightly or lightly, and then just spread them around and see if that won't make much of a difference for you and for your plants. Sandile here, God lives on top of the hill and gardens on top of the hill. Before I am out, let me say thank you to all of you who have chosen to subscribe to this channel, support this channel, comment on this channel, and like this channel. You are highly appreciated. Excuse me, thank you very much. We appreciate your eyes, your time, and your effort in supporting us. Please do carry on sharing the channel to the like-minded people and encourage your friends, family, and your circle of people to subscribe, like, and share our channel. I am out.